Oh, hi. So let's create a few agents. My plan is to show you how to create three different agents. Okay. Yeah. So first one is for doing the sales analysis. So this agent is going to help us analyze the historical sales data uh, that is uh, part of the sales history schema called SH. So So let me get started with that. All right. So here, so I already created a bunch of agents, but uh, to show you how to do this, I'm going to go through that. So first thing is I logged into AI demo user, and what we need to do is I need to create um, I need to create the synonyms because I'm not creating the tables inside the AI demo schema. Instead, I'm accessing the sales tables or sales history tables that are part of the sales history schema. So this is just a repeatable thing. So I can just copy and paste. So you know what I'm doing. And so you can do the same thing when you want to try. So, so that's what it is, right? It's very simple. And then the next step is the DDL, right? So I already captured the DDL for the sales history schema. So this is the DDL. And for the tables and the columns, there are descriptions here. So that's already there. And this you can get it from the actual sales history schema. Now, I'm going to share this anyway as part of this recording. So let me go back to OCI and say create an agent. So first we are going to create this agent, right? So this agent. So I'll say create agent, and the agent name is, just so that we don't have duplicates, I'll just name it as agent 2, and in this compartment and say description. Uh, this agent helps analyze historical sales data. All right. Uh, that is stored in the SH schema. I can assist you analyze sales history using NL natural language. Then here you can say always invoke RAG tool first. I mean, here you say use NL2SQL tool. Right, next. So what we do is we need to add this tool. So the tool that we are going to use is a SQL tool. There are 4 different types of tools we can use, but for this agent, I'm just going to use this SQL tool. So then the tool, I would call it as, you can give any name you like. You can say AI demo, then here description for routing. Here you call it use this tool when queries are asked against sales history. But then you say here is the actual DDL. So let me go and get the DDL. So this is the DDL. Just select everything, put it here, and then here is the examples. This is very simple actually. So let me show you. The examples are, what we are telling is, hey, if it is Oracle, use this. This is an example. If it is something else, some other example. So just a couple of examples. All right. Then keep going. Then this is the description of the tables and the columns. So go back here. So this is the description of the tables and the columns. And so that's what this one is. Then model customization is I'm just using the default, right? A small, and dialect is Oracle SQL. And here we are looking for the connection to the database schema. So I'm going to connect to the AI demo. You remember we created this in the previous demo. So that is first video that I created. So I'm going to use that. That's the connection and make sure that it's working. See, invalid host address. Interesting. Okay. Let me pause it here. So hi. So I just went back and tested the connection object and it worked fine. So I came back here. So now it's tested successful. So enable SQL execution. Yes, we want that. And we want to make it self-correcting. If it generates something wrong, then it goes back and regenerates the right SQL. And then custom instructions. I'm not going to provide anything, just say add the tool. All right. So that's what it is. And then say next. And here, things like enable human in the loop. Uh, in this case, what happens is before it executes the SQL, it will ask you whether you want to execute this SQL, things like that. So I'm just using the defaults here. All right. So here, content moderation, I'm not, I'm just disabling that, all that, okay? You can look at all these things. All right, so next. And then you say, yeah, this is a summary, and just say create the agent. So, and here what it's going to do is actually behind the scenes, for the NL2SQL generation, it uses Llama 3, okay? So this is just a license agreement. So submit. So that's what, so it is creating that. So now I already created this agent, right? So let me show you how it works. And this is how you see. So this tool, it had already a tool for this connection. For this, this tool was already created. So going back here, going back here, this is the agent. And I'm going to, this is the, we already showed you the tools, and this is the endpoint, right? So if you click on this, it actually shows you the endpoint. So that is the endpoint. Now you can ask questions here, all right? So the questions are, I kind of created some sample questions. So here are the questions. How many customers are there? Very simple, right? You just want a count of the number of customers here, submit. And then how many products are there? Or you can here, you can say same question, but for different. So here, this is going to come back with the answer in a second. But we can be ready with the second question. And then the next one is, what is the year-wise revenue and its percentage of total sales? This is a very interesting question, right? And this is going to generate a very complex SQL. So maybe we'll use that. So here is the number of customers. It's essentially, if you look at this, it's see the SQL select counts are from customers. So now let's run this, what are the total sales? Actually, let me show you this query. All right, this is very interesting. Percentage of total sales. Yep. So we want to have, why it is not copy? Year-wise, I didn't copy properly. So what is the year-wise revenue and its percentage of total sales. So let's submit this. This is much more interesting SQL. See that one? So here it says this is I think this. So let's put it this way. What is the year-wise revenue and its percentage of total sales? So let's say what are total sales? What are total sales? Let's look at that. This percentage is wrong. So it all boils down to giving a nice accurate prompt. So that is the total sales. Now let's run this query. What is year-wise revenue? And okay, let's run this query again. Let's see whether it gives you percentage of the total sales, maybe. See, now it gives you the correct thing. So now you can say print it in a nice format. I mean, this is still maintaining the session, right? So it understands that this question is related to the previous one. All right. So hopefully it will print it in a nice format. See that this looks a little better. All right. So you can try. There are many other things. Right. What is the top selling products? List the top. What are the top selling products? List 10 products only. So let's see what it's going to do. All right. And then we can just say list in a tabular format, something like that. It worked actually. So this whole thing, let's put this whole thing should work. One of the challenges with these LLMs is they're not deterministic. I mean, for the same question, you may get different answer. You can see that, right? So here you can see mouse pads. This is 3.19%, and this is the quantity sold, by the way. So here you can modify or the top selling products list and their revenue. Maybe we can do this. This is not a good prompt. So what we'll do is, what are the top selling products based on revenue? All right, let's list 10 products only. What is their percentage of the total sales? So maybe this is a much better prompt so you can see what's going on here. Okay, now this is much better, right? So you can see it nicely formatted, given the percentage. And if you want to know the SQL, actually it generates a good SQL here. See, that is a SQL. Select product, sum total from revenue, all that. And it is joining the tables, you can see. All right. So with that, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to create the second video for the skill search. So thanks.